Hey, this is Paul from Wondershare MobileTrans, and in one of our last videos we unboxed that Google Pixel 6a, and there's been a lot of excitement around that, but also there's been a phone that's been released at the same time, which is known as the Nothing Phone 1, and you might have seen this already hitting around on Twitter and online, and today we are going to unbox that phone for you. Before we get started though, and show you some of those crazy features on this phone, and there are some definitely weird features on this phone, why not like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course turn the notification bell on as well so you don't miss out on any of the videos that we upload here to the channel. So let's not wait any longer and let's unbox that Nothing Phone 1. You might have seen a lot of this online, and we finally got our hands on one as well, and we wanted to do an unboxing and a first look at the Nothing Phone 1 and then show you exactly how you could move your data and WhatsApp chats and back all that up if you wanted to move over to this new phone. So let's get over to that unboxing. The box actually is a little bit more unique than some of the other unboxings. You get this nice flat square design on this, and you get your box there which has the USB-C cable to charge the phone, and then you get your SIM ejector tool, which again of course is transparent and actually one of the coolest ones I've seen for a while. You then get that phone as well, and it has a real feel about an iPhone. It feels like the iPhone 13 or the iPhone 12, but of course this is an Android device. Nothing advertises its Phone 1 as an Android device that with a transparent rear panel which gives you those glyph lighting systems, and it offers some sort of uniqueness, and it's quite an intuitive design, and it stands it out from any other phone that's on the market at the moment. But having that transparent back, you can see the battery and everything else that covers that phone that you would see if you opened it up. So for me, having to see this phone in my pocket every single day and use it, it gets people looking, and people are really excited to see what this phone is like. As we unbox this and set it up, you might know though that actually this is not going to be sold in the United States, so you can buy it in places like the UK where I am, or other parts of Europe and India and Japan amongst other markets, but this is not going to come to the US unfortunately, which is a shame. And when you look at this phone for the first time, you might see that actually it looks like it's missing that back cover, but that is obviously that really interesting intuitive design that Nothing have gone for with this. And the biggest feature on this phone is definitely those lights at the back in the rear panel. So when you change your ringtone or you change your message tone, these lights, what they'll do is they will flash to exactly what that ringtone is like. And there's a total of 20 glyphs in 2 groups, each with its own sound. So 10 for notifications and 10 for ringtones. And of course, seeing a phone like this, it does kind of let you just step back and go, wow, hang on, that is really different. But what is it like, the phone itself? What are those specs? What is it that is going into this phone? So let's have a little quick look at what you actually get with the phone. We've obviously spoken about that design, and it is cool. It makes it distinct, and like I said, it feels a little bit like an iPhone. But when you get to that screen, it's a 1080p OLED with a 6.5-inch display, and it has an adaptive refresh rate of up to 120 Hz, which I think is unreal. The Phone 1 screen also maintains that top refresh rate for the majority of the time as well, meaning that when you're scrolling through, it has that really nice smooth experience, and it has a peak brightness of 1200 nits, making it usable in even direct sunlight, and it has that under display fingerprint sensor as well, which rarely to me so far has been misfiring at all. It works really well. It has a bit of a mid-range Snapdragon 778 processor, but you can get this in up to 12 gigs of RAM, and when you get the Nothing Phone 1, it is 5G enabled as well. When we look at cameras, we're looking at a 50 megapixel sensor with an f.19 lens, and it has optical stabilization, and then the second rear camera is also a 50 megapixel ultra wide as well, and on that front you get a 60 megapixel selfie camera. There's of course no telephoto camera anywhere on this, but it is rare that you find a feature like that in phones that are under $800. And if you want to do video making with this phone as well, it supports 4K at up to 30 frames per second. One of the big questions with a phone like this that has all those lights in the back is how much battery is it going to cost? Is it going to mean that my battery life is worse? And actually Nothing says that you could leave those lights on continuously for 10 minutes and it would only drain 0.5% of your battery, and that's good because when you have a phone like this, you don't want to be thinking about battery life if you're going to have those lights. And for the battery itself, it has a 4500 milliamp hour battery, battery and supports 33 watts fast wired charging. So to me, the battery is pretty decent, and I think that most people will actually agree with that as well. In terms of how you use that UI, it is really close to stock Android. It's probably one of the closest I've seen to Android 12, and it only has a bit of a skin on it that shows you that it's a Nothing Phone 1. So those ringtones are actually really unique and futuristic. There's a few banners here and there that have that really cool Nothing font over them as well. But if you do like stock Android and you want a really quite interesting phone, then this is going to be something that you'll really enjoy when you start using it on a day-to-day basis. And you might ask now, well, what is the price of the Nothing Phone 1? And I said it's really close to that of the Pixel 6a. So $399 for this with the Nothing Phone 1. Really, really well priced for exactly what you get. So it gives you now a bit of a choice to make. Do you want a Pixel 6a, or do you want something that is the Nothing Phone 1, a brand new phone on the market with those really cool lights? Well, let me know in the comments below what you think of this phone so far, and of course, which one are you going to pick, or do you even have it? Let us know. We're really interested to see how many of you actually pick up this Nothing Phone 1. If any of you have actually picked up this Nothing Phone 1, you might be thinking, well, now I need to move all of my data, and that sounds like a massive hassle. Well, luckily for you, it is not a massive hassle, because let me introduce you to a piece of software called MobileTrans. The MobileTrans software enables and simplifies the data transfer process between two smartphones, whether you're on Android, iOS, or a Windows phone. So if you just got yourself a brand new phone, you don't have to worry about it, because that data transfer will move over in just a few clicks. And for you to know exactly what to do, just follow these next easy steps, and you don't have to be tech savvy, just follow what I say and it will happen very quickly. Firstly, you need to go and install and launch MobileTrans on your computer, and then select that phone transfer option from its menu, and this will launch the MobileTrans Toolkit phone transfer interface. You then need to make sure you connect your old and new phone to the computer with a USB cable, and then what will happen is that MobileTrans will automatically detect both phones. Your new phone needs to be the phone on the right hand side, so if it's looking like it's in the wrong place, just use that flip button at the top of the screen. Then you choose the file types and begin the transfer. So here you can choose exactly the files that you want to transfer over and press that start button in the bottom right. Just remember, do not remove those cables during the transfer or the transfer will not continue. If you want to erase the data on the destination phone, you can select that clear data before copy option. And in just a few minutes, all that data will have moved from your old phone to your new phone, and depending on how much data you are moving, it can take a bit of time, so just be patient. But once it's done, go and explore that new phone and you'll have all of your data on there. If you want to transfer your WhatsApp data from an old phone to a new phone on this Nothing Phone 1 and don't want to use a computer or laptop, then let me introduce you to an app that you can download from the Play Store called Wutsapper. Wutsapper is another good choice if you don't want to use that laptop and you want to move that WhatsApp data over easily, and it's very convenient, and of course you can download it straight from the Google Play Store. And let me show you exactly what you need to do if you wanted to use this Wutsapper app to help you move that data. Connect your Android phone to another phone with a USB cable, and then open up Wutsapper, and then you need to authorize the access on your device. Then click the button Start to Copy, and the app will transfer the WhatsApp backup package on your phone to your new Android phone. Just wait a few minutes and Wutsapper will convert the backup package to the Android backup format. Then restore the WhatsApp backup on your Android with the guide of the tutorial and follow that, and that is how you complete the process. There we go, some really good options to transfer your data over to that brand new Nothing Phone 1 which we showed you and we unboxed for you earlier in the video. So let us know what you think of that phone in the comments below. Is it something that you are going to go and get and go and spend that $399 on? But maybe you prefer getting something which is a little bit more safe. You want that Pixel 6a. Let us know anyway in the comments, and of course like this video if you can do, subscribe to the channel and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the videos that we have coming up, and potentially we'll have an unboxing of the Galaxy Z Flip 4 coming up on the channel in the next few weeks, so that's something you don't want to miss. But if you subscribe to the channel, we will see you in the next video.